Hey guys, welcome to another Raid Shadow Legends video. Now today it's going to be the 5 worst sets in the game, which is quite tough because there's a lot of bad ones, but I'm going to give my thoughts for improvement on them. But it feels, just in terms of all the sets in this game, the devs haven't put a lot of effort into it. They're fairly unbalanced considering some of them are 2-piece sets, some of them are 4. But we'll just go through the worst ones, I think, just now, the top 5 worst ones, and then we can go from there. So coming in, this isn't any particular order, by the way. I think they're all equally terrible. We're going to start off at Avenging here. Now, Avenging has a 30% chance to counterattack when hit with a critical hit. Now, most people just sell every item they get of these. I've been trying with these sets just to try to make them work, and they didn't work, and I sold them all. But I'm going to try again, so I've been collecting them up. The problem with this is PvP, yes, this kind of works because critical hits are more often, but in PvE this is kind of redundant because they don't have that much crit chance, and then they've also got, even if it does hit a crit, then it's only 30% chance to hit the counter attack, so the chance is really, really low. You know, their crit must be, because I think a lot of the PvE stuff, correct me if I'm wrong, is just kind of base stats. They don't have gear on them, so it's maybe only 15-20% chance of crit anyway. So the chances of actually getting a counter attack out of this is extremely low. Plus it's a 4-piece set. You know, you could have two lots of speed gear and get an extra 30% speed, which is way better. So this just needs to be, you know, I mean, even if this was a 2-piece set, I would still be saying, it's hard to say. I probably would be. It would be good for PvP, but it would have to be a 2-piece set really to make this runnable. If not, change it dramatically to, it would have to be, yeah, at least a 50% chance, if not more. Have something in it for PvE. Anyway, so that's Avenging. The next one we're going to go up to is Fury. Now, Fury I want to work so bad. I really tried to make this work with, what's her name? Umbral Enchantress. So if you guys aren't familiar with her, I'll just quickly grab her out of here. So she has a skill, Undying Evil, which basically puts a unkillable buff on her for 2 turns and a bunch of provoke, and then her A1 damage increases as current HP decreases. So I tried to combine that with this to see if it would really amplify the damage. It didn't seem to make much of a difference. I don't know if the multipliers weren't good enough on her A1 or what, but you know, I really kitted her out with good gear, and it did not work. And again, 4-piece set, it's just not enough. I would like to see some 3-piece sets in there, so you could get 2 3-piece sets. You know, if a lot of these things were like Daze, Frost, Frenzy, then you would be tied to using another 3-piece set for your second lot, but that's fine. But 4 is just crazy. Realistically, I'll do another video on the best sets in the game, but the only things I really think should be 4-piece sets are things like Immunity, Shield, Relentless. I would probably put Savage as a 3-piece again, because although it's a very good set, Savage, I don't think it's massively overpowered or anything. Yeah, really Immunity, Shield and Relentless I would probably have as your 4-piece sets, because they are quite strong. But a lot of the other ones could definitely be 3, but yeah, this just doesn't do enough. The damage increase isn't that much. It doesn't tell you how much it increases, so they need to amplify that damage up, or make it a 2-piece set, or make it stronger, plus a 3-piece set would be best. So that is Fury. And then we have Frenzy. Frenzy sucks balls, let's be honest. It's just not interesting. 10% turn meter for every 5 HP lost. It doesn't do anything off the bat. So if your guys get nuked, okay, boom, they're all dead. They didn't get any bonus to start with. You know, what you want out of a set is like an immediate impact. So if I've got 30% extra defense, that's great. I've got it from the start of the battle. Okay, it immediately affects the battlefield. The problem with Frenzy is it does nothing until they start losing health. So yeah, they're going to gain that turn meter, but you've got a 4-piece set on, which you've lost potentially either 30% speed or 30%, or what is it, 12% for defense. So you've lost a ton of stats that could help you survive. Boom, you're dead. Your turn meter doesn't matter. Okay, and plus with this, you're gonna have teams going in speed gear that are going to go before you, take your turn, and unless you get the absolute god rolls in your gear here, you're not going to get it. So I think Frenzy might be the worst one of them all. Actually, it's pretty poor. But yeah, that's Frenzy. Really, to do this better, has to be a 2-piece set, and I would probably say like, I'd probably bump it up. I'd probably bump it up to say like 20% for every 10% HP lost or something. I don't know. I'd have to really kind of think about that one, but I don't think this is really a viable set at all just now. I don't see anyone running it, so I need to change that one. Moving on to, actually this probably is the worst one, is the Curing, the 10% bonus heal. It is pretty poor. For a 4-piece set, I don't think I've ever seen anyone run this. 10% is nothing when you think of the damage increase you can get from other sets, you know, from your 20% extra crit damage, which will blow this 10% heal and way out the water on a 2-piece set. It's just crazy. Just a terrible set, really not thought through. This would have to be like, I would put this to a 3-piece set on a 25% extra bonus heal. You know, make it interesting. Make it suddenly that, oh wait a minute, their healers are now crazy healers, I'm going to have to do something to combat that. But this is completely pointless. It has no effect on the battlefield right off the bat, so the people are squishy. It's a 4-piece set, you probably can't get the speed out of it unless you get the god rolls, so you're going to get smashed beforehand. Then yeah, you're scunnered. It might have an application in some PvE, but again, you're just going to be better with the stats, you know. Terrible set. Either chuck it or totally change it. That's the only way to deal with this one. Last but not least, we have Toxic. Toxic is bad. It's a 50%, sorry, half of 100 to place a small poison debuff. Yeah, straight off the bat, chuck this up to a 5% poison debuff. Simple fix. Yes, that's not too bad. I still personally don't think that's good enough. It's a 4-piece set. Again, when you think of the top sets in this game, so really you're looking at, well, like Divine Speed's the best, but they're hard to get. So like a speed, defense, crit damage. This is giving you 20% crit damage off the bat, 12% off the bat, yeah, 15% off the bat. And when you look at the top sets, like the platinum sets, they give you loads of stuff. Granted, they are hard to get, but this, even at a 50% chance just to do 1 poison debuff, for a 4-piece set, I don't think that's right. I think this would have to be another 3-piece set, or you could probably even say 2-piece set, to be honest. I don't think it would be, well actually no, 2-piece would be too overpowered, because then you could be putting 3 poison debuffs potentially on from every single hit, which might get a little bit crazy, but again, it's only 50% chance, so it's not massively overpowered. Who knows, but it's not good as it is. At the absolute least, put this up to 5, but I'd like to see it put to a 3-piece set and 5% poison debuff, and it might be viable again. This should be a really fun set, because you could do cool things with it in PvE. This won't be a PvP set, but I'd like to see this buffed. The problem with this, guys, is all these fixes do not seem, I mean, I'm no developer, but they don't seem like complicated fixes. This is just a really small quality of life fix, so I don't see why they can't change things like this easily, you know. But I would feel so much better about the other sets in this game, and they'd see play a lot more. I mean, a lot of the 4-piece sets just do not see play. Regeneration, by the way, is pretty bad. I struggled to get that in here, because the other one, I just wanted to do a sort of top 5, but I guess regeneration would be the sort of the bonus ball, but it's slightly better than Cure, because you know you're actually gaining this every turn no matter what, rather than just adding it on to whatever heals you're doing. So this can heal any champion, but it's still bad. It's pretty bad. Anyway, guys, if you think any of the ones I have said are not the worst, if you think there's worse, please leave in the comments below. If you like the video, please like and subscribe to my channel, it really helps me, and hit the bell button for notifications. Going to be doing a lot more videos recently. But yep, that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and take it easy. Peace.